Are we ready to start this thing?
Absolutely.
Can everyone hear me? Testing, testing. Awesome. Well, welcome everyone to the first inaugural Utah LGBTQ plus Economic Summit. I am Tracey Dean. Many of you might know who I am. Chair of the Utah LGBTQ plus Chamber of Commerce. And on behalf of myself and the board, we're super glad you are here this morning. In front of you, you have pretty brochures. They'll also be up here. Thank you, Michael Aaron, for creating our brochures. But they're pretty handy, so they'll go along. We are fortunate to have the support we've received because of their sponsors, so thank you to all of them, our speakers, and because of that, we are able to bring this event to you all as participants. I'm pretty sure you know the rules. I hate that when they say, no, we're going to go through the housekeeping for the day. So I'm not going to say housekeeping, but I am going to say if I hear your cell phone ring, you owe me $5. So the first time, the second time is $10, and if it's a board member, times that by 10. Thanks. Oh, also, one other sort of pet peeve of mine is when we have speakers up here, if you're falling asleep or looking at your phone, will you just find a couch out there and go do one of those two things? So we pay attention to our speakers today. That'd be awesome. Thanks. For all of you who want to know the Wi-Fi password, it's behind me. And it's in your booklet. No, it's not. No. Anyways, it's behind me. Our agenda for today, I'm going to do this. Tracey Dean, Mayor Jenny Wilson, who I don't see yet. Rob Molman, Chris Van Garrett. Anyways, you can follow along as we go through here, and we'll try to keep on schedule the best we can. So next, I would love to set the intention for today by a moment of gratitude and thinking of what we are all grateful for before we start today. I'm not going to call on any of you unless you want to tell me what you're grateful for, but I will be quiet for just a minute while we think through that. That was the quietest I think this group has ever been, so including myself. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so congratulations. You win a car, you win a car, you win a car. Just joking. We still don't have that in our budget. But you made it today, and many of you are business owners, so I know how hard it is to get out of your business. Some of you are W-2 salary people, which, lucky for you, you were able to make it today, so congratulations to you. Not only is this the Chamber's commitment to put on good events like this, but we genuinely want to help Utah LGBTQ and ally business owners grow your business in Utah. So later you'll hear from Jason Ray with the NGLCC, the National LGBT Chamber, and he will talk to us about getting certified for those of you in the room that are 51% LGBT owned. So we look forward to that. So I'm going to take a minute and thank our sponsors, and I think many of them are in the room today. The Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses is a program for small businesses that links learning to action. They have a new cohort starting in January. Right, Deb? Back in the room? Okay, thanks.
Guys, need to pump it up a little bit.
It was the gratitude thing. I think I caught him off guard. Thanks, Deb. Anyways, new cohort starting in January. I have several friends that have been through this program, and I promise you it is top-notch, and you'll love it. But the deadline is quickly approaching. It's October 4th. There is some information in your brochure regarding this, but go to 10ksbapply.com. You got that right? Fantastic. Merrill, the Michelos Group, I think I say that right, yeah. Miss Cassie Elby. The Michelos Group, and I quote, is in business of helping clients pursue their goals with the resources they have available and provide them with confidence throughout that journey. We are passionate about creative problem solving and seek to provide a superior client experience. We employ a holistic approach to wealth management and guide our clients through simple and transparent conversations, financial or otherwise. So thank you so much for your support. Might know these guys. Q Salt Lake. Q Salt Lake is Utah's premier queer publication. A little trivia here for the people in the room. You may not know this or you may know this, but Michael Aaron actually started this group a long time ago as the Q Business Alliance.
Sorry.
Once we became a 501c6 real chamber, he left, but now he's back. Thank you, Michael, no, seriously though, thank you for so much of your support. We appreciate you. And thanks for sticking around.
Somebody has to.
Not that you're old. LGBT Financial, Mr. Ryan Taylor and Hans Heath of LGBT Financial are providers of need-based financial planning. From insurance to investments, they help solve your problems. Go to lgbtfinancial.org to find out more about them. Celtic in the room, board member, speakers, all sorts of people. A new corporate partner, and I was fortunate when Sue Rice called me and I finally called her back, that she said we need to have a conversation about diversity chambers. And lo and behold, we finally found a convenient time for the 5 chambers to get together with the bank and the CEO. We spoke about diversity and inclusion and what it means in our local economy. When I left the meeting, I thought, oh well, that's everyone, I've had these meetings a lot and they mean well, but it's never gonna come to fruition. But lo and behold, I got a call a few weeks later, and they are now real champions of diversity and inclusion, started new programs, microloan funds that you'll hear from our amazing speakers in just a bit. And they really are championing the effort to diversity and inclusion in the local market. So thank you to Celtic. Harrison, I just saw him walk in. Where'd you go? There you are. Hi. Harrison Spenlove. Many of you know Harrison. What a cool guy. He is a champion of LGBT issues for a long time. Ogden Pride, Project Rainbow, Utah AIDS Foundation. He really just cares. Oh, and go check out his photography. I was really surprised. So thank you, Harrison, for your support today. This one, you also might know. Familiar? So I'm going to put on my work hat for a minute and tell you why I got in this business. Tracey Dean Financial started from, I was in, and several of you know this story, I was in a car accident 19 years ago on Labor Day. I was ejected from the car. I died on the scene. I couldn't work or walk for a year, so I saw what insurance did. They paid about $750,000 worth of bills, medical bills. I didn't need life insurance, thank goodness. But I also received a settlement that day and don't really have a lot to show for that. So I wanted to help others with both of those things, insurance and financial planning. Thank you. Van Garrett Media in the back of the room. Chris and Shayla, I'm so glad you're part of the chamber. And there are new ambassadors on the committee. And it's funny because Tina Marie already had them go to Logan, Ogden, and St. George as new ambassadors for the chamber. So these guys really do care. They provide social media management, strategy, and consulting. And we'll hear from Chris in a little while about that. Ubik, also in the room.
Yeah, we're going to be loud and proud like
Thank you. Utah Business Insurance Company, UBIC is your workers' compensation providers. If you have employees, you must have workers' comp. They have been supporters of the chamber for a very long time. I know nothing about this line of insurance, so I would go to utahbic.com to find out more. That's the end of our sponsors today. I do notice our special guest has arrived. Good morning, Mayor Wilson. So I had a funny story that I wanted to share, and when I asked Mayor Wilson to come today, I thought we're in Sandy, so Mayor Biskupski, it's not really her, she's Salt Lake City Mayor, so, and I went to an event with Ms. Wilson, and so I thought it'd be fun. Anyways, a couple weeks ago at the UN event, I saw Jackie we were at a bar across the street with the diversity chambers. Well, it was a restaurant too. We were having food, I'm sure of it, someone ate. But anyways, I I go, hey, Mayor, can I buy you a drink? And she's like, no, better not. And I was like, okay, fine. So she leaves, and all of a sudden, our whole table has a round of drinks. And I was like, I wonder where that came from. Anyway, fast forward to last Tuesday, we were also in an event with Mayor Biskupski, and she was at the Solar Power International. She's a champion for clean air and climate change, and so she was there speaking. And I said, hey, Mayor, I owe you a drink. And she looked at me, she said, I don't have time, but we could do a shot. And I said, well, okay, let's do a shot. So that's us on Tuesday. So, Mayor Wilson, we may not have that much fun today, but I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for saying yes. And quickly, I will read your bio. Jenny Wilson is the mayor of Salt Lake County, having previously served as a county council member for 10 years. She took the oath of office as mayor early in 2019 and served more than 1 million constituents. I knew I was gonna flub that word. Mayor Wilson is a 5th generation Utahn, born and raised in Salt Lake City. The mayor graduated from East High School, attended the University of Utah, and went on to get her master's degree in public administration from the Harvard Kennedy School. She has 2 wonderful teenage sons, an amazingly supportive husband, of course you do, and a very energetic dog. That's awesome. In 2005, Mayor Wilson was the first woman elected to the Salt Lake County Council. Yay! She helped establish the Jordan River Commission, designed to improve and preserve the river. And she co-established the Salt Lake County Opioid Task Force that innovates efforts to fight the opioid epidemic. Mayor Wilson.